better think about what you're saying. You better think about the consequences of your actions.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Let your mind go, let yourself be free.
We make a video program, television program, the special television program. Let me present you the nigger and the terrorist.
Third world dogs.
The nigger and the terrorist. But sometimes, let me present you Muhammad.
Muhammad the Prophet. Hamad.
Muhammad the Prophet. And we need to talk today about the perception, because now just I want to talk about my perception, how people look at me when I'm work, not only here in Netherlands, but everywhere in Europe.
Yeah. It's
very difficult to me because they judge me by my appearance, you know.
Yeah.
And when I'm walking the street like this, you see the guy, like the woman, woman, and he take his bag from this way. If I'm coming from this way, and he take it back this way, and put it back this way like this, and say, "Oh, everything that I want to steal this bag." And sometimes, especially like the little child, the baby like this. I have maybe I think that is education. Maybe I don't really know, because sometimes you like the little guy like this, and he come and touch me like this.
For real, really?
Really?
For real?
He want to know. I say, you have the TV.
Yeah.
You have. I don't really know. There are many things. What's happened? Where? C'est dans quel monde? You live in which world?
It's like brainwashed world, like programmed world. They want to have like specific image for all the people. Like they want doing just like the robots and machines, like anything they want to control everything about them. Like you can't even have your mind. You can't even read the books that you want to read it. You can even if you just look at it like on this industrial music, you can look at the music they really make it famous and show it on TV.
Yeah.
It's very sucks while you see on the other side, like in the underground music scene, you see a lot of great musicians, people, and they have like really great music, and you can't even compare it to the very famous songs, and they don't even make it promoted, they don't even show it on TV.
Well, you come from Syria. What is the perception here when you walk in the street here in Netherlands?
For me, when I walk here in the Netherlands, and actually it's kind of weird because they have this stereotype about the Arabic people, like we are terrorists, like I have the bird, so I'm supporting like some people from ISIS and Al Qaeda or Osama bin Laden. Where actually I float, I run away from this bullshit, all this wars, all this politics. I run away from this. I can't even describe it. It's like they want to control you, and they want even to make you know that we are controlling you, and it's very bold. Like you can't even have your freedom. You can't even speak to your brother about your opinion because that may get you killed.
Yeah,
because they have ears everywhere in Syria.
I have a story for you. I have to, one day I'm working in Germany like this in the street, and they want people who talk to me. They talk to me in Dutch, but I don't understand nothing in Dutch, you know. And there are one other guy who come and speak in French, and he say, "Oh, tu sais pas ce qu'il vient de te dire. Il vient de te faire un geste raciste. Il vient de te dire un mot raciste, and then you don't understand what he say now. He does to make you a racist word or racist thing. I don't really know." And I'm going to say this guy and say, "Okay, guy, look at." I don't really know what is your program for today, okay? But I'm sure for one that we don't have the same program.
Yeah,
okay.
You ain't got the time for this.
Maybe you have a time to play on the street like this, but maybe find another partner because now but if I have a time, no problem, we have a time to play. Yeah. But now I don't know what is your program of today, but my program is to do another thing. And he looked at me like this, and I look at this, but they make me something in my heart because every time I need to laugh for that, but sometimes it's not very funny every time. You know, you need to go find inside you the power to laugh for this kind of thing. That is very
It's easy.
difficult. I think that there are many people who don't have the power, the force.
Yeah,
Uh,
strength.
they're trying to résister, because I think it's a very, very big pressure.
Yeah,
And we need to talk about it too, because sometimes is not a good discussion. Nobody wants to talk about.
even
Because-
there is a lot of stuff to talk about it. Even like I had a very similar situation when I first arrived in the Netherlands, and I was living in refugee camp when I went outside just to buy some stuff, and I was just walking around in Aldi, I guess, and I was just trying to get my stuff, to get a beer or something to drink, anything, and I start to realize that everybody's looking at me like this. It's like it's like there is movable bomb. Like I'm just a bomb. I feel like I'm just a bomb. Even I start to think to myself, am I doing something wrong? I was really hesitated, and it was very stressful. I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't even have the power even just to look at the eyes of the people, because that's really strange situation. And that's the first time happened in my life here. And on the other hand, like I have also to understand their reaction because of what the media really showing them to the people, and in some kind they are really in the other side. They're really scared, and they just afraid about their families, their kids, their friends, and their country. And they heard a lot of propaganda about this, especially about the Syrian people, about the refugees in Europe. And but that's really big pressure for me. I mean now most of my time I just spend my time in my house. I don't want to see that reaction of people faces when they see me.
Yeah.
And I didn't live like that before. I mean, I lived for 22 years in Syria, and it was completely normal, unless the 5 last years of the war. But the rest of the life I lived just normal life, just like the people. And I don't even know how to use a gun. I don't use a knife. I'm just a normal person. I just want to have this feeling here and share it with people, because I run away from these situations. Because in Syria always we have like religious welfare between the people, and here I'm facing even a bigger challenge, because something really I can't even describe it, like strange situation for me, and I feel all the time like I'm outlandish.
I think that way is very difficult, because every time is a challenge.
Yeah.
When you walk in the street, you have something to prove. You look around you, if
Yeah.
what you're doing, if you don't have a mistake to do, you know.
Yeah.
That is very difficult
You're
for
like
me
push-
here. But I need to find inside me to say, okay, maybe it's life like here, and we need to live like this, but I cannot accept that. Maybe I think that is my problem.
Because you have the right to feel normal like any human being, anyone else.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I believe in.
I try to. I have many things to tell you. Can I have a good translation in French?
Yeah, dis.
And that is a problem.
Say.
Si, l'un des problèmes, tu vois, c'est ça, c'est quand tu arrives dans un pays étranger et que tu as en plus la barrière de la langue, tu ne peux même pas prouver la personne que tu es. You know, when you reach somewhere in one country and you don't know how to speak.
If there is also a language barrier.
Yeah.
So there is a cultural barrier and a language barrier, and you don't know where you're at. It makes it very difficult to communicate and to let this other person know who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also facing the same problem. Like when I walk down the street, like almost every Dutch people here speaking English. So when in the beginning when I speak with them in English, they have like good expression about me, and they feel good unless they ask me about my name or where I'm from, and here the trouble comes. Like, Yeah.
Muhammad the Prophet.
because many times it happened with me when I'm speaking with someone, and when he just asks me about my name or where I come from, and I tell him like, my name is Muhammad, and I'm from Syria. Boom! It's time for a love
In your
battle.
face. Take it
And
to
I
your
don't,
face.
I don't know why. I mean, so I feel like a nice person. So why he will have this reaction? I mean, even he just got to even just to hide it. I mean, just try not to show it from me. Have it from the inside, but don't give me that bad negative reflection because I believe if that's happening, I mean, the Syrian people, if they came here, that's will cause like bad reaction, and they will not like the country, start to make problems, and that's on the other hand would be such a big problem for the government. So if they, I mean, the people, if they didn't work together, that's will create more problems in the future. Do you
Oh
believe
my
in
God.
this like me?
I like this kind of moment.
So I mean, I just need some people working together and just to flush away all this tension between the people.
But something is where I'm very determined. I'm a determined person. Je suis quelqu'un de déterminé.
Yeah.
I will try everything every day to make the world better. I will do my best because I think that it's not because the person who in front of me have this kind of reaction or thought. It's not. It's my job. You know, it's a very difficult job. To my position, I'm a stranger, I'm black, and I have this big job to change his mind. You know, it's very, 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 very
like,
difficult job. But I think that
That's for sure.
is our own job.
Yeah.
You know, you come from Syria, I come from Cameroon in Africa, and we have the very difficult job to change the mind of the person here, and the person who have all in his life, you know, and who don't imagine that he needs something else in his life. And you have the responsibility
to
to
prove
talk.
to them that you are not that's bad person.
Yeah, it's very, but I think it's our job, it's our place in the world to talk about this kind of people, to talk about all the people, to say, okay, it's normal, it's your education, but the world is not like this. Okay, we can imagine another world. I'm not like you are. I'm not like you think, or you might. You need to understand me. We need to talk.
Yeah.
You know, we have a responsibility to make the world better. You know, and when you don't have the good language, when you have the problem with the language, it's
That's
difficult.
more difficult. It's like more barriers between the people.
Yeah, but no problem.
But even hard for you when you think like you are the only one suffering from this, and it's now really feeling great like I'm sharing the pain with someone who suffered the same, from the same pain, like the same as me. Like he's feeling outlandish and a strange person, and because sometimes you need the power, you need people to support you.
Yeah.
And you can't even when you think between you and between yourself and you're talking with yourself, and start to think like, what if I explain this to the people? I mean, the people who think that I'm a bad guy, I will think like I'm not going down for this because I have dignity inside me. And that's like every time you see like more extra pressure, so at some point you're gonna blow up. Like you're gonna die or you're gonna go crazy. And I don't know what's really wrong now with people now seeing Trump, some people believing in his shit, and that's now make more extra pressure and it's caused a lot of depression for me. And I feel like I can't even now get involved with the people here, like how I'm saying burgering. I feel it's like now more harder because I don't see any acceptance, for real. That's even between my friends. No, I mean not in general, not you. I mean in general, because every time I'm facing a lot of bad reaction, for real.
Ben voilà. There was the
and my point is we are not talking about this like we are really
On va garder ça en mémoire.
just to complain
Moi,
about
je crois qu'il y a
we
beaucoup
have
de gens
just to
peut-être
understand each other and work on
qui vont peut-être
make the
regarder cette
situation go
vidéo
away.
à un moment, mais
First we need to
surtout
help
pour
each
ceux qui
other
sont des
because if we
étrangers,
didn't learn how
vous
to
avez
live
une
with
autre
each
responsabilité,
other,
c'est un peu la nôtre.
we're gonna have
C'est de
children,
pouvoir partager
and they're
notre
gonna
différence
create more
avec les
problems.
autres malgré les barrières et avoir cette lourde responsabilité de pouvoir justement apporter parfois des informations aux gens qui les ont pas. On doit pouvoir démontrer qu'on est tous de bonnes personnes, comme on dit, être un être humain, c'est de pouvoir regarder l'autre en se disant que bah, c'est un être humain avec ses fautes. Avec ses fautes, parce qu'après, c'est aussi ça qui crée un peu le radicalisme. C'est qu'à un moment donné, on n'accepte peut-être pas les fautes des autres, on n'accepte pas qu'ils nous regardent différemment, on n'accepte pas qu'ils nous traitent différemment, on n'accepte pas qu'ils s'inquiètent même quand ils nous croisent dans la rue et tout. Tout d'un coup, nous-mêmes, on se braque et tout, et on prend des positions extrêmement radicales qui font que, bah voilà, si on avait un jour pour objectif d'améliorer nos rapports, bah c'est pas la bonne démarche. C'est pas la bonne démarche. Voilà.
Translation.
Yeah. So it also it's made difficult for people to receive it because you take your position as well. It radicalizes people.
Yeah.
Because if people treat you that way, that's why I said, oh, what about me?
Yeah.
So you also approach people with a lot more restraint.
Yeah.
You're also generalizing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
that's
Dutch
true.
person. This is
That's
how they're
true,
gonna yeah.
That's
And that
a
just-
very bad reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On both sides. I think both sides need to be very careful.
Yeah.
How do you approach people? Remain open to the human being in front of you with all the mistakes, and he has plenty, every human being has.
Yeah.
Which also makes it more difficult because he made a mistake. I was right. Yeah, it's not because he's from Syria, it's because he's being a bit of a dick right now. It's something totally different.
Yeah, that's true.
It's two different things.
Yeah, I believe in this. But also, like, so many people like saying it's like they talking about rooted religious problem, like between Christian and Muslim, like they are European, we are from the Middle East, and that's also another pressure. Like, I don't want to make this expression for the people. Like, came in peace. I came in peace. I'm a human being.
Je vis en paix.